Hello there, Para from Team Paradox. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile for a Strike Ninja build that I have never done before. Recently I saw a few Monster Gate reasoning versions of Strike Ninja online, and I had thought about doing something like this actually in the past, but seeing other people do it made me motivated to really take time to make my own build, which I think is quite a bit different than theirs. Some similarities, obviously, but anyway, let's get into it. So first I play 3 Strike Ninja. This is, my idea was I really wanted Strike Ninja not to just be a card that you often don't use because you just kind of are splicing him into like a normal warrior engine or chaos or something or whatever. I wanted him to be very important to the deck. As in, like, if you didn't see him, there was a really good chance you would win. I suppose I should preface this by saying that it is more likely that the Chaos variant of Reasoning Gate is probably, the best one. This one is just really cool. I like Strike Ninja, and I also do think it's pretty competitive. I play using this on Ranked, on Dueling Book. At least I have been recently, so 3 Strike Ninja. And then I play 2 DD Scout Plane. Very good card. Works really well with Strike Ninja. You can banish 2 monsters from the graveyard with Strike Ninja or they have to be dark monsters to remove him from the field temporarily. And these 2, when they're removed from play in that end phase, whether it's your opponent's or yours, they get special summoned into attack mode on your side of the field. So you can banish them for Strike Ninja's effect to say on the end of their main phase 2, and then on their end phase, if you say you had 2 of these in the graveyard, you get DD Scout Plane, and Strike Ninja back onto your side of the field on their end phase. You can use them for attributing, for monsters, or special effects like Monster Gate or Enemy Controller or anything like that. So I play 1 Rare Metal Dragon. I think after using this card, I realized that it's actually quite good because it can't be normal summoned or set, and Monster Gate and Reasoning require that a special summon can be normal summoned. Since he can't be normal summoned or set, just like the Chaos monsters, he goes straight to the graveyard, which is something that you want. Because while banishing 2 of these for Strike Ninja's effect is quite nice, his effect in itself really is not going to win you the game. It's the monsters that you banish and then bring back later that will win you the game. Speaking of which, 1 Jinzo, 1 Mefist, the Infernal General, and Duel-Mode Beast. I think that this one is easily replaced by maybe another one of these, but you can certainly configure this in the way that you like. And 1 Dark Magician of Chaos. So there's only 10 monsters. The most important ones for sure are the Dark Magician of Chaos, the Strike Ninja, the Jinzo. Those are by far the most important ones. Everything else is kind of up to your preference and how you feel like you personally want to play. Generally, if you can resolve this effect, a lot of times you'll win. Particularly if you get Jinzo on the board at the same time. So for spells, play 3 Monster Gate, 3 Reasoning, 3 Dimension Fusion, 3 Enemy Controller, 2 Scapegoat. You could play 3 Scapegoat and 2 Enemy Controller, and I feel like that potentially could even be better. 2 Nobleman of Crossout, 2 Reinforcement of the Army. As I said, you really want to see Strike Ninja as soon as possible. 2 Giant Trunade and 1 Heavy Storm. No Mystical Space Typhoon. Really, if you're attacking, a lot of the time you want to, you either don't care if your monsters get stopped, you're confident they won't stop them, or you're going for game. So this isn't exactly a build where you always attack for game, but you often can find yourself in that position to do so. 1 Premature Burial, Snatch Steal, 1 Brain Control, 1 Lightning Vortex. Very important that you make way for your monsters to attack. Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, no Delinquent Duo because you really don't care about your hand advantage for the most part. but you do care about seeing certain cards. So I play 2 Upstart Goblin. This card is really good to hold on to if you feel like you're dead in the water and you can't move any more forward with your combos, and you still feel like you're just a few cards or 1 card short of being able to attack for game or something. Because the problem with Reasoning Gate decks in particular is that you often will find yourself exhausting all your resources prematurely and not being able to finish the game. Because as you see in this build, I don't have any traps. Some people play traps. You definitely want to play some traps on the side, because if people start siding in Royal Oppression, Spell Canceller, things like that just stop your special summons or stop your spells, then you want to play like some Regeki Breaks is what I would really recommend, because you have cards that might be dead in your hand, like a Rare Metal Dragon, or something that's better off in the graveyard, especially in this build. So playing 3 Regeki Break, either in the main or the side, would be acceptable. I just didn't really want to take out too much here. I mean, really, you could probably play 3 Regeki Break and take out Lightning Vortex, maybe Brain Control, and then something else. Potentially 1 Upstart Goblin, not sure. Maybe a monster. Well, probably not a monster. Play pretty few of those already. So, but as I said, this is just kind of a my version of it. There are many versions on YouTube. I recommend that you go and check them out as well. I think a lot of them are quite different than mine. But some general ideas on how you can set up a board really is really, in reality, if you get, say you have Dimension Fusion, Strike Ninja, and any kind of darks really, with the most important ones to have in the grave are probably going to be, let's see here, Dark Magician of Chaos and Jinzo, and if you have Strike Ninja on the field. The reason why that's so important is because depending upon what state of the game is, because like I said, you don't necessarily always attack for game. You could be like whittling them down, and they may not have 8,000 life points exactly. So you might have a chance to KO them later on, even if you don't have exactly 8,000 points of damage, if that makes sense. But say you summon Strike Ninja, and then this is in your hand, like you draw into this. You play 3, so it's pretty likely. You can, on your turn, banish 2 monsters from your graveyard, so you have these 2 in there. And you can banish them, and then play Dimension Fusion, and then obviously get them right back. And he turns off traps, so you don't really have to worry about getting back Heavy Storm or anything. So Dark Magician of Chaos will let you get back, Nobleman of Crossout, Lightning Vortex, even enemy controller if they have like a BLS on the field and you want to tribute off, your ninja or something or whatever. This also kind of depends on what you have in your hand currently, but this is just a general idea of how you can attack to win with this kind of deck. So obviously there's some synergy with DD Scout playing outside of Strike Ninja, because you can use enemy controller to tribute him off, get him into the grave, which is where he really excels at, to tribute summon Mefist, Jinzo, someone like that. Anyway, feel free to take this deck profile and modify it in some way that you personally fits you, and let me know in the comments below how you like this. If you have any kind of ideas to make it better, feel free to let us know. We'll make more deck profiles in the future, and I'll probably make a dueling book playthrough ranked with this deck at some point. So please like and subscribe, and have a good day.